Nothing beats that moment your little one meets their hero at Disneyland. That's why today I want to help you make a plan for bringing your toddlers and little ones to Disneyland so you can have a successful trip full of sweet memories. So let's get started. The first thing to plan on is to rope drop your day. And by rope drop, I mean being at the parks either right at opening or even a bit before the park officially opens, when they literally drop the ropes to all the lands and welcome everyone in. The reasons for this are really quite simple. A, most young kids wake up pretty early anyway and are happier in the morning. B, opening is always going to be the least busy time of the day at the parks with the shortest line waits. C, that's when all of the characters are out and about. And D, the weather is usually very mild in the morning, a lot less hot or stormy depending on what time of the season you're going. Next, plan on doing Fantasyland first. You just can't beat that first walk under the castle and how that entrance into Fantasyland invites you into a world of make-believe. And Fantasyland is full of kid-friendly rides that will help ease your little ones into the feeling and the idea of rides. And if you do go first thing in the morning, all the rides, except for Peter Pan, will be walk-ons, because the last thing you want to do is start your day with a bored toddler in a forever long line. Also, Fantasyland gets very hot and crowded during the afternoon and is kind of a nightmare until the late nighttime. Plus, the morning is when Fantasyland will be full of all kinds of characters to wave hi to and take pictures with. Another good land to do in the morning is Toontown. After you've hit a few rides in Fantasyland, I'd plan on heading over to Toontown next for a lot of the same reasons I say to hit Fantasyland first. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will have its shortest lines in the morning and will still be working at that point. It's a lot less crowded in Toontown in the morning, especially if you want to meet Mickey or Minnie in their houses. It's just a very popular land now because of its refurbishment and reopening in 2023, so I'd say try to hit it as soon as you can to avoid those crowds. A very important thing to plan on is the snacks. Whether you bring your own in or buy snacks at the park, it's going to be one of the most important things you do all day. That and staying hydrated. You just don't realize how much being out in the sun, running from land to land, takes out of you. My rule of thumb is if I'm hungry, my kids are probably hungry, and if we're fighting or super grumpy, it's more likely it's hunger than anything else. As far as mealtime is concerned, Disneyland offers toddler meals for around $5 at some locations, consisting of a small mac and cheese, a mandarin orange or applesauce, and a drink. These eateries are Cafe Daisy in Toontown, the Hungry Bear, the Galactic Grill in Tomorrowland, and in Disney's California Adventure, the Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta near Pixar Pier. Of course, Disney offers kid-friendly meals at every eatery, from the super fancy to the grab-and-go, and there's also plenty of places that offer very shareable meals. If you want to know more about these options, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video for you. All I'm saying is keep those tummies full to keep those grumpies away, so you can have more fun than meltdowns. Next, plan on stopping whatever you're doing to say hi to family favorite characters. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that all of the characters are out all day long, when in reality most characters are out for very short periods of time and won't be coming back out once they're gone. Now the Fab Five tend to hang out off and on all day near the entrance of both parks, and Mickey and Minnie are usually at the end of the walkthroughs in their houses in Toontown. Toontown has no shortage of fun characters. You can check the Disneyland app at the beginning of the day to see some of the characters' scheduled times. But sometimes they'll pop out of nowhere without any scheduling, so keep your cameras handy, ready to go. And keep your eyes peeled when you're walking around the park. Because you never know when a favorite character might show up. So be ready to drop everything and snag those videos and pictures and those sweet, sweet moments. Now let's take a quick breather with some quick parent hacks found in my shorts on my channel. Now let's get back to it. Next, plan on letting them get their wiggles out at some point, because your kiddos won't want to hang out in that stroller all day long. So plan on getting them out from time to time to let them walk, play, and stretch their legs. Some of the best places to do this are Toontown, the evening dance parties held in Tomorrowland, my little one's personal favorite, the Tiki Room, Tom Sawyer Island, or surprisingly enough, the Mark Twain Riverboat, the Disney Junior Dance Party over in DCA, or any of the fun activities found in the Animator Studio just past the Off the Page store.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah. Stay on that top of closest to you. I want to talk to the mini dude in the red shell, kind of in the front middle there, kind of leaning up against that other.
There's also the Redwood Creek Trail, or anywhere else your kids may feel the urge to move and groove. On the flip side to the other topic, you also need to plan on taking a break at some point. A day at Disney is exhausting for both the parent and the little one. Now, if you're staying close by the parks, sometimes the best thing to do is to go back to your hotel for an hour or two in the middle of the day to take a nap and recharge a little bit. I know it may seem crazy to do this, but it makes a huge difference on everybody's mood and enjoyment levels for the rest of the day. Otherwise, you may be dragging a grumpy family out of the parks by 7 p.m. And don't worry, the parks are usually open 12 to 16 hours a day, so you have plenty of time to rest and still get your park on. If you aren't staying close to the park, make sure you sit down and watch a show, get off your feet for a little bit.
Wake up! It's showtime! Don't forget the orchestra!
Or take time to sit down and eat a meal out of the weather, because at some point you'll end up carrying a sleepy baby in your arms at the end of the night, so rest when you can. On top of all of these things, you need to plan on being flexible. Taking toddlers and young kids to Disneyland is a very different experience from going with adults and older kids. You won't be able to hit the big rides as hard as you may like, and you'll need to use Rider Swap to do so. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this video on the details of Disneyland's line system. Overall, you're not going to be able to pack in as much in a single day as you would think. So you need to switch your frame of mind from quality over quantity, and prioritizing memories over scheduling too much and stressing out over what's not getting done or what rides you didn't get to do. Because at the end of the day, it really is all about the silly things that happened, that epic meltdown that happened in the middle of the restaurant, the twinkle in the eyes of your little ones watching their favorite characters in a big fancy parade, and the worn-out snuggles at the end of a successful day. That's what matters most. And if you liked this video today, you may want to check out the one on the right side of your screen as well, or give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.